Although I know it's strictly taboo. Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
It is New Artisan Day today with Hearth and Altar.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiv Pack, cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world, just chatting it up in there, having a good time. Gorguts is drinking his coffee. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would, and for our mention today, Marcus would like to talk about one of his new hats.
Y'all constant viewers will remember that I recently discovered Boston Scally Company with their Big League Chew collaboration, those beautiful baseball-inspired scally caps. Well, this one is from more of their executive dapper line of things. This is the Azalea, and is this not a beautiful cap? The fabrics all have different textures. I love the colors on this thing, and this is a little bit less about a fun day out at the ballpark and a little bit more fitting for like a vest and khakis, even in a boardroom kind of situation, and a perfect remedy for the sunburns that I'm getting on my flesh-colored yarmulke up here. I love these things, and a level of care and craftsmanship, much like we expect in the wet shaving hobby, and customer service that is second to none. The only thing that's different about this, it doesn't have the satin-esque lining inside with the graphic, but it's more like a baseball cap interior. But the sweatband pattern makes up for it. Look at that, y'all. And what is our soap today?
We have a brand new artisan on our hands, y'all, and their soaps are based on Greek gods. Let's meet him.
Y'all, please welcome into the barbershop our new friends and the artisans behind Hearth and Altar to help introduce their company to us. This is Will and Sarah.
Hi, I'm Will.
And I'm Sarah, and we're Hearth and Altar.
And this is the Disney Channel.
No.
Hi, I'm Will.
And I'm Sarah, and together we are Hearth and Altar.
My wet shaving journey began about 13 years ago to try to help with ingrown hairs. And I also learned I could save a buck or two along the way.
The first part worked out great. The ingrown hairs went away, but the second part, not so much. She didn't save a dime. It quickly went from just shaving to a full-blown hobby.
And eventually I started making my own soaps, and I developed a formula that I thought was pretty great.
And then eventually I kind of brought up the idea of starting a business. And a few days after that, Will said, don't laugh.
But what if we base it on Greek mythology?
And he didn't know this, but I'd already decided that's what we were doing. I had a name and a logo and some fragrance ideas floating around in my head.
And so we jumped straight in, and about a month later we were giving away samples for free on Reddit in March of this year.
We love the idea of using our products to tell the stories that we grew up nerding out about. The idea is simple, a great shave, and a great story. Inspired by the old gods, crafted for the ritual.
Thank you, Will and Sarah, for being here today. It was a pleasure meeting you. And from the sales page at hearthandaltarshop.com.
Dark fig, bright citrus, and dry tobacco leaf drift beneath twin torches. Ancient, mysterious, bewitching. Liminal black fig and tobacco opens at the threshold, where light meets shadow and neither fully gives way. Bright citrus flickers first, cutting through the richness of dark fig before the depth begins to rise. As it settles, tobacco comes forward, dry and grounding, pulling the sweetness into something darker and more composed. The balance holds, never fully bright, never fully shadowed. This lingers at the crossroads, never fully one thing or another, light and shadow held in tension. A presence felt more than seen, guiding without revealing, and never meant to be fully understood, inspired by the old gods, crafted for the ritual.
And y'all, this soap is inspired by the ancient Greek god Hecate, goddess of magic, witchcraft, the night, the moon, ghosts, and crossroads. Ooh, I wonder if Robert Johnson knew about her. Highly honored by Zeus, she is one of the few deities permitted to reign across the realms of the sky, earth, sea, and the underworld. And y'all, as soon as we placed our order, word got out. Michael McFarland sent me a message and said, hey, I understand your very first Hearth and Altar is on its way. I recently won something from them that I already had, so I had her pivot to you and put it in the box. Thank you, buddy, which we are now about to open. Y'all, look at the beautiful branding on the box. This is how it comes from Hearth and Altar. Let's see. We got prices are falling out already. And look at this, y'all. We've got a most beautiful note. Dear Marcus and Sarah, thanks for giving our products a seat in the barbershop. We're honored to share the stage with you and can't wait to hear what you think. Love, Sarah and Will. P.S. The Zeus set is a gift from Michael McFarland. The Apollo and Poseidon samples are a gift from us. Go forth and shave like a god. Yeah. Oh, and a 10% coupon off your next order. Thanks, y'all. All right. Let's see what's under the surface here. Oh, very
goodness.
Nice. Look at this, y'all. Oh my gosh, where do we start?
Okay, so that's the one for our episode today.
What beautiful containers these are. Beautiful graphics on the label. And then this is the other one from Michael. This is High Olympus Fougere. Y'all.
And this is how their splashes come, my friends.
Beautiful. We'll open that when we do this episode. And then 2 samples to share with y'all. We don't smell samples here on the show because they're going to ruin our first impressions for upcoming episodes. This is the Bay Rum and the Radiant Citrus. Ooh. And a little dog on their logo.
I've been staring at that guy. I'm very curious.
We got to get Lainey over here for part of this episode. All right, y'all. Come along with us. It's time for our first impression.
I'm really glad we went with this one first because I've been wanting to try one that has fig, and we are big fans of tobacco, so good pickings
That's
here.
What I was thinking. The fig for you, the tobacco for me, and then we'll see what happens when we put those hands together. All right.
This is tin. I think you're right. There you go.
It is tin. All right, take it in. See what you get.
4-ounce tub. Here we go. Oh, okay. I don't know if I would have known right away that this is tobacco. It's gently sweet, but it does really play on the darker, like the black fig side of things. So it's not quite candied, but there's been time spent with this fig. Somehow it has a different layer, kind of smoky-ish maybe? Or that's the tobacco leading in. Somehow that's where they're connecting right in the middle. All right, I do like that this is a black fig. It kind of has like a stony quality to it or something. Like kind of I'm getting an image of like obsidian or something like that. Like the black side has a fun character to it. It is not like crazy gourmandy sweet where fig can go. This one's more of kind of like a smooth sneaking yourself in kind of thing. If there could be like a black floral, or maybe there's flowers on the fig tree, I don't know, but there's something in the middle that is clean, so it doesn't keep it from getting too dark. I get why their sales page was kind of hinting at the light and the dark and going back and forth. There is a little of that tug of war in here, but I think that's the most pretty portion if I had to pick that out. So I was thinking more of the spices of the tobacco is what we were going to get, but I get why they're hinting at the tobacco leaf. I don't think it's fully been dried yet. I kind of get something subtly green, or maybe like it's a wet tobacco leaf, like it's in a different lane than a lot of the more spicy tobaccos we've been having more recently.
We both wore Tobacco Road to bed last night, so we are well prepared for this tobacco.
But this is the very different side, which I love, because when you read tobacco, it's funny what we both predict is going to be in there, but I like this fresh, kind of clean side as well. I kind of want to start my day more with this scent like this versus Tobacco Road. I kind of want to have that more as like a nightcap, the dried spices and kind of things. This one is like you want to start your day with a little fun sunshine. I know it's based on a goddess technically, but I don't think this either goes masculine or feminine. I think it just has nice natural senses to it, and it would work on either one of us, which I'm liking. I'm curious if the floral side that I'm getting is more of their actual base, because it's a new artisan, so we won't know until we try a second one. But whatever it is, it's adding a fun, clean side to this. So maybe that's the florally thing. I'm not quite sure, but it is blending together so well, it's hard for me to pull it apart. I have to say, if this had an EDP, I would totally reach for it. There's something in it that I think really speaks to me. So good job picking our first one, my friend. We've had a few that have had fig in it, but I don't think they've used it like this. This one has like a savory side, not quite candied, but that deeper black portion kind of the color for me. And then it turns into like a light pretty purple. So it doesn't quite go lilac, but it kind of visually creates something on that pathway. I know sometimes reading 2 scent notes, you think it's going to be like a simple scent, but no, this has some complexities and stuff going on in here that I just want to hang out with. I have to say this is one of the cleanest tobaccos we've had. I think leaning towards the tobacco leaf itself. Like it hasn't even been harvested or anything. It's still growing. Like the spices are kind of not there yet, but they're approaching. So I still get a little bit more of a green, clean clean side for the tobacco. I know the whole concept of liminal, like it's kind of in between going light and dark, but my nose is having so much more fun staying right in the middle of where they are just easing one way or the other. So I am curious what you are going to get with your first whiff.
True. All right, here we go. The cool thing about the fig note, we've seen it a few times, but it's always so vastly different. And I think it's because it's more of a fantasy note. Each perfumer does it differently. All right, here we go. Taking it in. Oh, y'all, it opens the door with something musky and floral-ish. For me, those are the sweets. Ooh, hold on a second. Y'all, for me, it's like the fig is being built out of florals. Delicate, sweet, white florals is what my brain's getting. And then the fig is kind of a couple layers down under the surface, and I don't really get a wave of tobacco quite yet. I think you might have to look for it. Hold on. Yeah, it's not the fruity part of the fig. It's almost like the fig tree where we used to have our dinners out at the ranch house when we'd have outdoor cookouts and things. There was a fig tree next to a pomegranate tree, and then across the road, a giant lilac bush. And somehow those are the memories this is bringing back. Very cool. And I think you're right. I think the tobacco edge starts with the tobacco flower and then into a green leaf of tobacco. But you're right. There is nothing pipe or cigar-ish about this tobacco at all. Let me see if I can find that smoky.
Yeah, that was my first whiff, and then I couldn't get it back. So see if you can find it.
Ooh, this is cool. After a really long whiff, it's like it goes floral, fig, and then brown sugar. Oh. And that starts to hint at the tobacco leaf or the tobacco flower thing going on in here. Something creamy in the center of this, like you find in ultra luxurious lotions and things that I've experienced at hotels that are a little too expensive for me. And I'm getting a little twinge of orange mixed with a little bit of orange blossom. I think that's the citrus they're talking about. Do you get that in there?
You're right. I do. Now that you say that, but it wasn't the first thing that hit me. At least my brain couldn't find that first.
I love how this tub is like flared.
I know. It feels good in your hand.
So you can really get your brush in there too if you're a tub loader.
Yep.
And the citrus is lovely. Just about the time the orange is about to reveal its tangy side, it subsides and becomes more about the blossom.
Somehow I get more like spring into summer, which we're opening it right at the beginning of June. It's like the perfect time to be having this
100%. One. Yeah, sitting under the fig tree enjoying a lemonade just before your grandpa fires up the grill. Yeah, boy, this could have gone in any direction. I was really expecting this to be a lot darker, a lot more about the spices inside of like a fig Newton mixed with a deep, rich tobacco. No. This is the summer bright side of things. Definitely a morning shave.
Yeah, I think I thought I was going to get more oodies and charcoalies and stuff like that, but I actually like that they're just riding on the notes of the fruits themselves and the tobacco leaf leading it in.
And some lovely white cottony musks over the top of the whole thing, I think. Not going too crazy, but beautifully rounding everything out. All right, y'all, come along with us. We're going to build a brand new lather for us and look at the scent notes. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at hearthandaltarshop.com. Bright citrus flickers first, cutting through the richness of dark fig before the depth begins to rise.
I'm glad you reminded me about the citrus because that's why my brain couldn't have the fig be as dark as it thought it was going to stay.
Right.
And that's because they're right next to each other.
And the citrus and florals are doing a yin-yang that's giving a lot of movement to the top of this, like that summer breeze that makes me feel fine.
As it settles, tobacco comes forward, dry and grounding, pulling the sweetness into something darker and more composed. The balance holds, never fully bright, never fully shadowed.
You really got to pull back that blanket of musks and florals to find where that tobacco starts. It's very light in here. I'd say about 10, 15, maybe 20%.
I actually wish we would have gotten the splash because now I'm curious how the dry down would go. Like, I'm wondering if that's just where the tobacco is hanging out a little bit more, but we might find out when we build a lather.
All right, y'all, and in honor of our new artisan today, we are breaking out our most beautiful Brusso and Dove porcelain shaving bowl. We love this thing. And, of course, our bougie sticks from Amazon.com so we don't contaminate things. Oh, there's quite a pushback to this soap. There's a lot going on here. Okay. And I'm just going to push this into the beautiful ridges of our Brusso and Dove bowl. And the cool thing about this bowl, it was specifically designed to create a little channel in here where the sides meet the bottom so that your brush really can get in there and dig into all the nooks and crannies of that lather. Oh, I am getting more of a green tobacco leaf now that I've spread it out.
Yeah, it's getting a little more masculine-ish in that portion.
Just the heat from my finger is bringing that out.
Well, now I'm curious to really lather this up.
Yeah, right. Little summer rain here on the soap. Now, we built rather a thin layer on the bottom of the bowl because our first goal is just to draw the soap up onto the bristles and then make our lather from there. And this is is our replicant brush from Sterling Soap Company, and Rod makes a very bold claim that this feels a lot like a badger on the face. And you know what, y'all? He's right. It's amazing. This and my Snickle Synth are two of my new favorite synthetic knots. All right, here we go. And I'm just going to start drawing that soap up onto the bristles. The pattern on the bottom of this bowl is going to help.
New artisan lather. It's always fun.
Here we go. Let's see. Coming to life. Oh, the citrus is jumping out big time
Yeah?
now. Even a little bit of a grapefruity edge, maybe? All right. Start bringing the water into the conversation here. All right. What are our ingredients in this beautiful soap here?
All right, we have tallow, stearic acid, water, castor oil, potassium hydroxide, coconut oil, glycerin, sodium hydroxide, shea butter, and fragrance.
Always happy when the first two ingredients are stearic acid and tallow. And by the way, tallow's got a lot of stearic acid in it. That's what gives our soap their beautiful slickness, y'all.
It's thickening out pretty quick over
It
there.
is. I love this. And it's not frothy. It's a thick lather. Look at this. Definitely more yogurt than meringue. That's the direction I like to go to. Ooh, I love when it starts pushing back on the brush because it's thickening up so beautifully. I'm going to give this a little bit more of a drink
Put a
here.
little extra soap in there for the show.
Although in our most recent call with Jerry Plessy, the Shave Dad, he said, why are guys being so stingy with their soaps? Just use a lot of it. Have a good time. Splash your aftershaves on.
We all have too much that we could even use in our lifetime, so I completely agree, Jerry. We probably have enough for the whole neighborhood and more.
Although it is part of the hobby.
It is.
For some
It
guys
totally
to see
is.
how little they can use. One guy uses just the amount he can put at the end of a toothpick. And it
Blows
still
my
works.
mind.
Still builds a lather.
We go for more of the almond size or a little extra in our house.
Ooh, and this is starting to get that
Whoa.
beautiful quality that Lathered Yeti gets with his lathers. A glossiness to it. Ooh, look at this.
We were just watching on YouTube some live turning of brushes with the Lather Yeti. If you haven't seen those, go check them out.
We saw a few coins be
Yeah.
unveiled for the first time. They are beautiful. And this is beautiful. I know we never talk about
Oh, yeah, yeah.
lather here at the Barbershop Duet, but tell
My
me that does
goodness.
not look like a beautiful vanilla ice
Showing
cream
off.
in my hand.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Hecate, somewhere in there with. On 3, 1, 2. Woo.
Yeah?
A little witchcraftiness going on in there.
It's still so clean. I'm really enjoying like the high points on this. I don't know why, but the whiff to me, instead of it being like in layers, it's much more of like a doming effect somehow.
Yeah, and it doesn't change much for me from there to here, which is nice. Held on to all of its nooks and crannies.
Yeah, I feel like I could just dive a little deeper in here. Like it woke it up just a little bit more.
We unfortunately upgraded from Alexa to Alexa Plus. I'm not talking to you. And we asked her how to pronounce the name of this Greek goddess, and she said, Hecate is pronounced Hecate.
Not helpful.
What? Last time we asked her to pronounce something, she said it's just like it sounds.
Nothing else.
Y'all. Woo! Look
Ready to fill that on your face?
at
My
this.
goodness.
I am. And y'all, we're going to take this opportunity to try to encourage Michael McFarlane to continue making videos because we are giant fans of his lather-bound channel. And while we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, we thought you might like to see what this lather looks like. Oh, y'all. Hold on. Stop. I don't think I've ever felt something like this before.
Oh.
This is one of the absolute thickest lathers I have ever felt in my life. Feel this on your face. Is that wild?
You can kind of feel as soon as you brush it on, too. Like
Whoa.
the thickness that's coming with it.
Such a creaminess to this. These bubbles are absolutely minuscule. I
But
love
still
this.
super slick. Like
Yes.
it's not like it's not sticking to anything. It just
Right.
glides right by.
Doug Lane once sent me a shave soap made only out of tallow, and it doesn't lather at all. Tallow doesn't lather. It's the other things you put in it that help it lather so the slickness can really be useful. What a fabulous combination of ingredients in this.
I'm almost getting like an orchid kind of whiff.
Yeah,
Do you get
right. Yeah, a little bit of shadow orchid kind of a vibe.
that? Vaguely.
Beautiful.
Distant cousins, but I'm just trying to put it in a lane for y'all.
That like savory floral that iris and those kind of things have is in the background of this. All right, y'all, well, come along with us. We're going to descend down into the underworld and take this a little bit deeper.
I like knowing that's another husband and wife team. It's kind of fun when you have different sides when you're coming up with scents. I feel like they come out with more intriguing things a lot of the time.
And a lovely balance. I think this would equally be at home on either of us.
Yes, I agree. They're very masculine florals. It's not that it's making it super feminine or anything like that. I know it's a female goddess we're talking about and everything, but scent-wise, it doesn't come across that way.
And I love how this keeps you outside. These are the smells of walking around my grandfather's ranch house, which, by the way, was a nursery. Beautiful florals. He was a peony propagator. Guys would come from hundreds of miles just to buy his peonies.
There is something about like a daybreak kind of thing for me, like a start your day with, like almost like the coolness of the evening is wearing off and the sun is starting to come up. Like I just feel like this would be a great way to start your day.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Marcus at his grandfather's ranch house, finishing a fabulous barbecue chicken dinner and reaching up to the fig and pomegranate tree to grab a little natural dessert. But just about the time you start wondering where all these wasps are coming from and what those things are in your fig, you are going to get your own. So head over to hearthandaltarshop.com where you'll find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my first Hearth and Altar shave, y'all, with Liminal black fig and tobacco, and this was an absolutely top drawer shave. I used my Page razor from the Razor Emporium, and I got as BBS a shave as I have ever gotten. This lather sets up immediately in the bowl. It is fun to make, and it is super comfortable and luxurious to shave with. My razor was just ice skating around those corners, and under here, where I typically have a little trouble getting under all of that stubble going across the grain, it handled it like an absolute champion. Hearth and Altar, we can't wait for our Fougere episode. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our June giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Zingari Man.
And y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email. Here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first July episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
I wonder what the symbolism of the key
I was looking at that. It looks like there's moons on
their
there.
label, right?
There's definitely some stories happening here.
And I'm going to need to know the name of the dog, please.
Yep.
Well, Will and Sarah, thank you so much for blowing our skirts up so much with this beautiful scent and this most incredible lather. I'm sure the how it shaves section in this video is going to be monumental. I love this.
And we have another Fougere on the way, thanks to Michael McFarland. So there'll be a lot more coming ahead. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell like Mount Olympus just watching this.